With the release of Fall Guys Mobile, we can finally compare it with one of the most popular mobile games, Stumble Guys. Before I start, here's a bit of info about these two games. Fall Guys, developed by Mediatonic, made its first official debut on the 4th August 2020 for PS4 and Windows PC. This was also one of the first games which popularized the platform battle royale and the party games genre. Because of its unique gameplay, every streamer at that time was playing this game. YouTube was filled with its gameplay, and with all that hype, it sold more than 10 million copies just under 3 months. Epic Games saw this game's true potential and acquired Mediatonic. Soon after, on the 21st June 2022, the game officially became free to play for all the available platforms with full crossplay support. And finally, on the 16th August 2024, the game officially released for mobile devices. Stumble Guys, released on the 24th of September 2020, developed by Kitka Games, was one of the many Fall Guys copies that were circulating on the internet. Since Fall Guys at that time was exclusive for PS4 and PC, so many of the Fall Guys copies flooded the mobile gaming space for easy money. Lots of these games were filled with tons of ads and microtransactions with little to no online gameplay. But this game stood out with its online gameplay, monthly updates, wide variety of skins, a rank leaderboard, and a Discord server, keeping their small player base alive. But on May 2022, everything changed. This game suddenly blew up in popularity, reaching 40 million downloads, with a 20 million active players, generating more than 13 million in revenue. More and more players started to play this game. On September 8, 2022, Scopely, an American game developing and publishing company, acquired Stumble Guys. With this move, the game started to have even more constant updates, bringing lots and lots of collaborations, events, tournaments, and skins. Stumble Guys, a game which started as a ripoff, finally became its own thing. That's all the info. Now let's compare it. Both of the home screen UI looks clean with the character model in the middle, but if you look closely, you will notice Fall Guys' character model is much more detailed and looks pretty close to the PC port. Fall Guys have a total of 5 main modes, which includes solos, duos, squads to suit your playstyle. And if you go to Discovery tab, you can find tons of player created maps with unique ideas, and if you want, you can also create your own unique map just for fun. Stumble Guys have 9 game modes, a rank mode, and a tournament mode. Most of these game modes are either solo or squads. For example, if you don't see any tags, then it's solo, and if you see a squad tag, then it's a squad only mode. This game also got creative modes. Just tap this workshop icon and you can access tons of player created maps. Just like Fall Guys, you can create your own maps for other players to try. Also, both of these games playlist rotates regularly, so you guys won't get bored. Both of the games got tons of skins. In Fall Guys, you can also choose celebrations. The emotes looks more refined. You also get battle pass, and all of your stuff can be accessed between different platforms. Stumble Guys also got some good looking skins. You can get chat emojis. You can buy abilities for in-game advantage like throwing a banana, turning invisible, throwing bolts, snowballs, gaining a shield, be a sword master, or just turning into a ball. Then we got emotes. Some of them looks okay, but some looks way off. Next, we got some character trails. Stumble Guys recently collaborated with My Hero Academia, so you can get these exclusive skins directly from the Battle Pass. Also, if you watch some ads, you can claim these loot boxes for free. As of now, Stumble Guys have a total of 67 maps, but most of them are only playable through certain collaborations, and only 22 of the maps can be played officially, which can be further categorized into 4 types through this list. On the other hand, Fall Guys have 82 maps. However, not all of the maps are accessible, as Fall Guys sometimes temporarily removes or rotates certain maps from particular modes time to time. You can see the number of maps that have been vaulted from this list. Personally, Fall Guys music feels way better, and if you guys noticed, Stumble Guys music sounds a bit similar to these games. In Stumble Guys, only few maps have their own musical theme, while in Fall Guys, each map not only have their own music, but round to round transition. Such as finishing, knockout screen, winning screen, feels more unique compared to Stumble Guys. Stumble Guys matchmaking time is way faster. I mean, you can find matches under 30 seconds. Also, your character just sprints the entire time. On the other hand, Fall Guys matchmaking times are longer compared to Stumble Guys. Most of the time, you have to wait for 2 to 3 minutes, while your character just falls endlessly. Fall Guys knockout games are much longer and consist of 4 rounds, while Stumble Guys knockout games are shorter and only consist of 3 rounds. In both games, each round is played on random maps, but in Fall Guys, maps tends to be a bit bigger. And yes, Stumble Guys also have some larger maps, but compared to Fall Guys, most of the maps are smaller. Stumble Guys' movement, controls, and animations are a bit clunky, but overall the gameplay performance is good, with little to no lag whatsoever, while Fall Guys' controls and movements are much more precise, with smoother animations, but the game suffers from sudden frame drops, where frames can reach as low as 1 frames per second. It's more noticeable in the certain sections of the map, where multiple objects and players are in close proximity. Overall, the performance is kind of mixed, and can be fixed through future updates. In Stumble Guys, abilities plays a huge role. You can carry a maximum of 4 abilities. Abilities like Ball, Punch, Kick, etc. gives players big advantages, and the worst part is you need to buy these ability tokens with real money. You can get some of the tokens for free, but the amount is way too low. While in Fall Guys, they have no such gimmicks and gives every players a fair ground to play. Stumble Guys can be played in any devices, be it low-end or high-end. The game will offer a smooth experience. The game is available in both Android Play Store and iOS App Store. Fall Guys Mobile requires a bit newer mid to high-end phones released after 2020. Budget phones can still run this game, but frame drops will be a bit more frequent. This game is not available in any of the app stores and can only be downloaded through Epic Game Stores for all Android and EU iOS users, as European Union's Digital Markets Act forces Apple to allow sideloading in countries which are part of EU. For the rest of the iOS users around the world, there's no official way to download the game at the moment. Overall, both of these games have their ups and downs, where one offers a much shorter gameplay, a bit of sluggish movement and animations, pay-to-win abilities, but with a easier accessibility, while the other one offers a more longer gameplay, better movement and animations, with superior graphics, but requires a mid to high-end phone for best experience and can only be downloaded through sideloading. So which games do you guys prefer the most? Share your thoughts in the comments.